welcome to Cinnamon, 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 Cinnamon Leaf ASMR and Baldur's Gate 3. Today, I have my best friend sitting next to me, watching me record. So if I sound a little awkward, that's why. Also, my cat has been screaming, so we'll see if he stays quiet. I also have to admit that parts of this recording I already did. I was a bit further ahead than this point, but the recording really didn't quite work. It was extremely loud in the background, so we're doing that again. Last time, we saved our boy Halson, our beautiful hunk, over here. And now we have the beautiful task of looting this place. So we'll just get through and loot all of these dudes. I don't think there's anything in here other than blood and rotten fish apparently. But it's good to check. Don't think there's anything. Nope. So we'll get out here and see what else we can get. Alcohol and some barrels. Bread. Nice. Sourdough bread. Fancy. And what is that? Mermaid whiskey. That's actually very fancy. What does that say? It's Tetherian Vintner. Layers elegant and expressive flavor like a bard's melody. Fancy. Okay. Then this guy. We're going to be encumbered within seconds. We're going to ignore that I killed the kids. Because of course I killed the kids. And we're immediately encumbered, so I'm gonna sort by weight and give some stuff to Karlak. And then I'll also... No, that's not this. Where's my... I guess I don't have that many camp supplies currently. Yeah, no, that's fine. I'll sort those away once we find more of them. What is this door? I don't believe that... I mean, I did go in here in the failed recording, but I don't believe that I went in here in all my other playthroughs. There's so many doors that I never quite checked. Ew. Why is there pork lines? Ugh, just in a box somewhere. Ew. Ew, 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 ew. But that's alright. We're gonna just take it. Let's see what's up here. Okay, foreboding autosave. Is there a trap on this? Equipment? Nope. And no evidence either. I believe the key to this is on one of these people, so we can try and steal it. I steal every single bit that isn't nailed down. Warrior Plague. Warrior Plague is the lucky one with the key. Awesome. What's in here? Oh, nice. What's that? Beastmaster's chain. The green jewel set into this necklace's pendant is carved to resemble a cat's slivered pupil. Cool. I kind of want to stay clear of that, whatever that is. Okay, that's what that is. Goodbye. I'm gonna take that and not think about it further. I actually kind of love our gnomish encumbered walk. It's so cute. The slow little stomp, 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 stomp. But nope, that's the right button. We should just send these home. These pig heads are super heavy, so a good idea is to just send these home, because we're not going to use them if we're not at home anyway. Also, you can hear like a weird sizzling sound. It is quite literally sizzling. It's a wonderful wild fig and cedarwood candle with a wooden wick. So, it's making noises. What are those? Linebreaker boots. Adrenaline rush. Once per turn, when you dash, you gain wrath for 2 turns. Lightweight fur and leather designed to speed the wearer's charge into battle. What does that... What does wrath do? You have a +1 bonus to damage with melee weapons for every turn this condition has remaining. Okay, that is pretty cool. You'd almost think this would be good for Astarion, but since we have... Because dash is a thing that I usually only do with Astarion, because I usually play him a different subclass, so in that subclass he has more bonus actions. So he can do them as a rogue as a bonus action, so that's why dashing I only ever do with him, because he's so dashing. But he doesn't have additional bonus attacks, so I'm not sure if we want that. I mean, he doesn't have any boots equipped right now, but I don't think it makes much sense. We'll see. We'll see. And I think with that we're through on the lower floor, but now we can try this door. I think that was the key for that. It was. Let's see, there's heavy stones, which we don't need, otherwise we're going to be encumbered immediately. And there's a dead elf in the wall. What's up with that?
Decaying legs protrude from the hole. A failed escape, it seems.
That's very sad, I'm sorry. Let's try and investigate the body. We apparently have absolutely no inspiration left. I forgot about that. Five should be doable, but I'll save in case it's not doable. We can also add a bonus of guidance. Let's do that. Let's not take any chances because we are not intelligent. So let's try that. Awesome. See, it would have worked out without guidance, but you know, we don't take chances. Even though that's literally what we're doing.
The tunnel collapsed mid-dig and suffocated him. A crooked heart is embroidered on his left shoe.
I actually gotta admit I don't quite know what that is a reference to. I don't know whose lover this might be, or if this is just like a cruel detail to make you care about them. But we'll pull the body free.
The body comes loose, revealing a tunnel. Perhaps you can escape where he failed.
That's cool. We kind of don't need to like sneakily escape. Although I guess we could if, in case we kill all of the leaders and like don't alert everyone, we could still get out quietly, but I'm not sure if we can kill Dror Ragslin without alerting anyone. Let's see who even fits through here. Well, this is awkward. Please leave. Can you leave? Nas? Can you please leave? I would like you to leave. Okay. Let's just normally get back into the pens. Because I don't think I want to show her that we came out of there. I don't know if she saw that. So let's get back in. So that's an interesting detail to know. We wanted to go up here anyway, so we're back at the top of this place. Interesting that we could theoretically escape through there. Not really super far though, so I'm not sure what the point of that would be, but maybe there's like a way you can walk through there without alerting anyone. I'm not sure. Now let's loot this place. Last time I said I would... Cool. I would not loot this while there's still people we can alert to it, but we killed them, so. There's a random onion in this box. Cool. What spells did we just get, and can we teach them to Gale? We can. He can learn web. And he shall. We'll wait with the ones he only gets at 3rd level, because we are not... What are we at? Yeah, this is going to take a while until we level, so it's not relevant to us right now. And let's check out the other room. There's a box, some silverware, a crude mace. And what I always like about these altars of Selûne is that it looks so creepy, like the eyes look at you with the light reflection. I wonder if we are... Yeah, we are also a source of light. That's very interesting. That looks very cool. But yeah, creepy, creepy, creepy. I mean, Selûne is not meant to be creepy, but I still think this looks kind of creepy. Not gonna lie. And, like, it really does look like eyes. So that's interesting. I am sorry, Selûne, that your temple is absolutely destroyed. But it's okay. We're gonna fix it. Okay, and with that, we're kind of done in here. So that leads us back out. And now the question is, so over here is kind of the next section. This is where one of the leaders, Night Warden Minthara, is, and where Saza wants to lead us. And this is possible to do this fight separately from the fight that is over here. That is entirely possible, and I think we should do it. However, I really don't want to fight Minthara without full spell slots, because I quite don't know how harsh it's gonna be. So I would say we will go back out here and we will have a little nap. I think we're gonna do a long rest so that our spell slots are restored before we fight her. So for that, let's go back to camp. That's Volo. Let's talk to him.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
That's awesome.
I was just settling in and reviewing my latest findings. Mind flayers, cultists, and, of course, your esteemed company.
We look so quizzical. We're like, do you know anything? What do you know about mind flayers?
Why, I'm practically an expert. They've tentacles, you know? Quite shocking. The druid Halson had some kind of mind flare specimen in a jar in his quarters. A replica, no doubt, but truly fascinating to see up close.
I don't think that was a replica, my dude. And they're parasites. Do you know anything about them?
As a matter of fact, I do. But why do you?
If you just heard an extremely strange noise, I don't know what that was. It sounded like something from, like, outside the house. Don't worry about it. Not only have I encountered a mind flayer, I've killed one.
That can't be.
Why not? I killed a mind flayer in its lair, aboard a nautiloid.
You're either an excellent storyteller,
That too.
or you've experienced something quite exceptional. Tell me, have you noticed any residual psionic malaise since the alleged encounter?
Sure. I have, and the mind flayer infected me with a parasite.
That's quite impossible. You'd have undergone ceramorphosis by now.
If only your disbelief could alter facts.
If what you say were true, you'd be a mind flayer by now. You? Infected by a mind flayer? Huh, ridiculous. Isn't it?
Of course. Utterly ridiculous.
Still, there'd be no harm in me taking a teensy look, would there? I know all the signs.
I love that cute little animation with her being short, so she like has to hop on it. That's so cute.
Here in your eye, I could quickly. Oh, dear sweet gods!
Are we so horrifying? I think we look very pretty. Quit the shouting, can you help?
I mean, yes. I suppose I can.
Can you?
I'll need to research the particulars, however. Give me a bit of time, and I'll have this little issue sorted.
Okay, cool. And he gave us inspiration. That's fine. The Bard with 9 lives. And we received... Okay, thank you. We completed so many things. He's decided to remain in our camp. Having such a learned scholar nearby might be useful. And we receive Blazer of Benevolence with its trait. Remedial rhymes. When you inspire an ally using bardic inspiration, you gain 4 temporary hit points, which is actually really cool if you are playing a bard. Even though the embroidered velvet won't help against a sharp blade, wearing it fills you with self-assuredness. That is usually what I wear if I play a bard, basically until the end of the game. So it is actually quite an important piece of armor, in a way, clothing. But we don't need it, because we're not a bard. But that's alright. Okay. And now I think before we go to sleep, we should... Why was that so British suddenly? We should talk to everyone, so let's see what Lae'zel has to say.
Speak.
I accidentally turned my headphones up. I think this is racist, so I'm not saying that still. We can ask her, do you know what happens if we don't find a cure?
Yes, in great detail. It starts with a fever and memory loss. Then you start to hallucinate. Your hair falls out, and you bleed from every orifice. Your bones will change form. Your jaw will split to allow room for 4 great tentacles. All skin will turn to gore and be shed to reveal new flesh underneath. Then you have ceased to exist, and a mind flayer is born.
Well, she's a lot of fun. That does sound awful. I remember that she responds negatively to some of these, because suppressing the panic I don't think she likes. This is kind of too optimistic for her, maybe, but we can ask, like, that sounds awful, how are you so calm?
Because I do not intend to let this happen. Not to me, and if you stick with me, not to you. We must find my kind and be rid of the parasite. It's as simple as that. The first symptoms should have long since started, though. That is what puzzles me.
That makes sense. This is kind of a dumb thing to say because you're worried we haven't changed this is good news. It's obviously not just good news if we're not following a natural established pattern. We can say it though.
Yes, if you give it no further thought. But anomalies lead to surprises. Bad surprises. Besides, what hasn't happened may yet come to pass.
Sure. Okay. That's good to know, I guess. Hey, Karlak, you got anything to say?
Soldier?
Okay, there's more to talk about here. In your expert opinion, what's the best way to kill a devil?
Depends on the type. Ice devils hate an inferno, but that's an easy one. Orthons love projectiles. What they don't love is getting their bombs lobbed right back in their faces.
Okay.
Demons, on the other hand, every demon is absolutely singular. You can't ever think you've got them typed out. Sharp instincts, sharp weapons, and a knack for improvisation. That's the only way to survive them. Anyway, what were we talking about?
She's so cute. What does that infernal engine do to you?
Gives me energy. Power. But you've seen it in action. Very hard to control. If I'm excited at all, angry, nervous, delighted, enticed, I burn hot. Hot enough to burn anyone who gets close.
This is a fun answer. but I'm not sure if I want to romance her. I still haven't decided if I want to use my mod to just romance all of them. We'll see. What's that been like?
Agonizing. Gods, what I wouldn't give for a hug. A pat. Anything. You've never met anyone so desperate for a hug as this one right here.
I would love to hug her.
Perhaps, but true. It's my lot to bear, and I bear it badly. Oh well. Can't have it all, can you? Not today, at least.
I don't think it's pathetic to want a hug. I am the same. I think it's okay to want a hug. Why not? Why did I just say hug? What the hell's that? Hello, Shadowheart. You have a very pretty tent. Why are you transporting so many amphoras? And fancy decoration.
Something the matter?
What's up? Alright, that happened. Something strange happened. That artifact you carry, it seemed to just come to me.
I know. I don't understand how exactly, but I felt it go to you. It's important. Keep it close.
Will do. Wait, you don't want it back?
I do, but the artifact has a will of its own, and powers to enforce it. It likely won't let me take it back. The best I can do is to stay close. Bide my time. Eventually I'll need to take it. Then I'll have to see what can be done about that.
Interesting. There is more to this. How did you get the artifact to begin with?
It's not the sort of thing I can just tell anyone. Let's see if we can build up some trust first.
We haven't built up trust, girl. Sure, we've been traveling for a little bit. Gale is already married to me at this point. I don't know what's wrong with you. Hello, Will.
Well met.
Sure. How does it feel to be a devil?
It's said that anyone who bathes in the river of blood emerges as one born anew. It's a lot like that, I imagine. I feel the weight of these horns on my head, curling upwards like a mammoth's tusks. I feel these ridges snaking down my neck.
Well, they look very pretty on you.
Bumps and prongs in unmentionable places. But I haven't seen my reflection just yet. Be my mirror. What do you see?
Well, I wouldn't be negative. Never this negative either. This is kind of sweet because I think his concern is probably whether he is still the Blade of Frontiers. But I like the wordplay of quite the handsome devil, if I do say so.
I can't tell if you're being silly or serious. I'll accept the flattery either way. I suppose I'll grow used to the new me. Horns and all. The people will see a curiosity. Maybe even a beast hungry for their souls. But I will slay their monsters. Keep them safe. And one day they will see the Blade of Frontiers again.
I think the horns are very pretty. Very pretty. What just happened to his coat? Why did he... What was that? Are you okay? Did you just... What? That was weird. Anyway, let's talk to Astarion.
Need something?
You are very hot, darling. What do you think is waiting for us at Moonrise Towers?
Who knows? Drow? Mind flayers? Death? Hopefully not ours.
Hopefully not.
But maybe answers. If we can convince the right people to talk.
I'm sure we can. Also, you can feed on me tonight if you'd like. There's no issue for us with that because we have that necklace that gives us the ability to do lesser restoration, or we can just do lesser restoration anyway using a spell slot, but that's fine. So we can do this. That's fine. We don't get like any negative effects of it, and he can be happy about it.
Then I'll see you tonight. You sweet, generous thing.
Perfect. And now, Gale. Hello, darling.
Tell me, what can I do for you?
Yeah, no, I don't think he has anything to say. Nice. Okay, I think with that we're ready to go to sleep. Let's see if there's any scenes that happen. I think there should be. Let's see. Yep, a long rest. Oh no. What's happening there?
The air is heavy. Moisture drips down your forehead. Pain shoots through your fingers.
Uh-oh. I guess we'll press our fingers to our mouth.
Your finger traces the arc of your lips. Wetness, sweat, blood, and saliva mixed into one viscous liquid.
Ew. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Chukil Gate Vlakith Mazathok. Can you feel it crawling through you? Tendrils squirming in your chest, gripping your heart, piercing your belly. Your bones popping, your flesh swelling. I can. I see it in you. I feel it in me. We are lost. I will be quick with my blade. First you, then the others, then myself.
Your minds intertwine. You sense a touch of uncertainty, a touch of disgust.
So she clearly thinks we're turning into a mind flayer, which is not a bad thought. I think that might actually be what's happening right now. We don't have... I mean, we do have many options here, but most of them aren't an option for us. Like, we're not attacking her, we're not surrendering. We have deception, medicine, persuasion, and illithid wisdom to explore her mind. I'm kind of trying to not use those options because I don't really want to do illithid things. Sadly, wisdom is the thing that we're good at, and we do have advantage on it. But I think we have advantage on all of them, which I'm not sure why that is. Because it says situational, which isn't a lot. I wonder, like, which isn't a lot to think of, like, it doesn't tell you a lot. But I think it might be because we have a good relationship. I wonder if that adjusts anything, if she hates us, we will have situational disadvantage. I'm not sure. I don't know about that. I'll look it up maybe. Persuasion we're okay at. Medicine we're good at, so we can say it's just a fever, rest will break it. Or a deception, or yeah. Okay, let's try medicine. I'm gonna save before we make this choice though, just in case we want to decide otherwise later. That's a 10. We can do a 10. We have a +3 situational advantage. I will still add a bonus because I want to make sure we'll do it ourselves this time. I actually don't think it makes much sense to pick. Can we add his guidance as well? I didn't know we could do two guidance at once. Can you? I don't think it... I mean, it weirdly looks like you can. Maybe we can swap it out. But I think this is good. I think we'll try this. Well, with that, we didn't need any sort of success help from anything else, so that's pretty awesome. This is, I think, one of the roles to get a critical success on. This is pretty great. Like, this is the role that I would have wanted to 100% succeed, so let's continue.
I cannot trust my own mind, so it seems I must trust yours. I will wait, but know this, I am watching. If the sickness does not pass come dawn, I will end us all.
To be fair, she isn't wrong. Okay, we did not get to sleep. To talk to anyone again? Well, hello. This is the first time we're meeting this person in this playthrough, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember what we decided.
You are transforming.
Okay, I'm trying not to laugh really loud. I'd forgotten what we'd made him look like. I'm dying. the funniest thing, I entirely forgot that that he looked like that. This is a handicap right now for me trying to record. Okay, I mean, this is so serious, so serious. I had forgotten that we made him look like that. I'm so sorry. He looks beautiful, of course. Who the hell is that? I know your voice. I've heard it before.
Yes, you have. I saved you before.
We are so pretty. That earring.
Save you again.
That earring is so powerful.
Don't worry. You will not become a mind flayer. Not while I'm around. I'll protect you.
That line makes me think of Not While I'm Around. That's a song from a musical, I think. I know it from Glee, but okay. I mean, who wouldn't take this beautiful man's hand? But are we a trusting sort of person? I think we might be trusting. Take the hand. He's so tall, also in comparison. That's really fun.
You haven't much time, so listen closely. There is great potential within you. It comes from that parasite. Your instinct is to resist the power it gives, but you must accept it. Nurture it. I will keep it from consuming you. But for the sake of both of us, you must learn to wield it.
I'm so excited to learn. Very, very cool. Very important story elements here. I actually think this place looks super cool. Like, I'm usually not super...
Fight for the fate of Faerun. A fight we are losing. For now.
I'm usually not very good with spacey stuff. But
Only if you
this is
embrace
okay
your
for me.
potential.
This is just too cool for me to be scared of it.
I have to go. The enemy is closing in. I will be back.
Okay. That's fine. Yeah, that does not look too good. Maybe take care of that.
Wake now. You'll feel better. I promise.
I really like the voice, I gotta say. Okay, very, very eventful sleep. I assume that everyone and their mother will have something to say about that. First, let's take care of the fact that Astarion once again sucked us dry. So, I think, do we have that on? We have Misty Step on, which is good. We can replace it for now with the Amulet of Sylvanas. And then we'll cast Lesser Restoration on ourselves. Nice. And then we will take that off again. And we'll replace it with Amulet of Misty Step for the rest of the day. Awesome. So let's talk to everyone. Who do we... You know what? Let's go the other direction this time. Let's talk to Gale first. Also, I'm gonna do that before I start anything. I'm just gonna, in the morning, cast Speak with Animals, because we can cast that anyway, and it stays throughout the day. And I want to be prepared for any animals we meet. I don't know if we will meet anyone, but I always, in hindsight, kick myself if I don't have it prepared and I can't talk to animals, because it's my biggest joy in this game. To talk to random rats. But first, not a rat, beautiful Gale.
My apologies. Not quite myself just yet. I had the strangest dream last night. A visitor came to me. A vision of unparalleled beauty and power.
Oh, it was the same for us. Unparalleled beauty and power.
Protecting me. and that our tadpoles could prove beneficial if we embrace what powers they have to offer. An uncanny apparition. Not entirely sure what to make of it.
I think it's a very interesting detail that they all see different ones. Spoiler, they all see different people. And his is a woman. Interesting detail, I think. The appearance might be making use of the fact that he's so devoted to another woman, as we've established. He's very into Mistra. So it might be because of that, but I find it generally very interesting. Also, yes, ours was also beautiful, unparalleled beauty in that man. So, what do we think? I had the same dream. You don't believe this was a real person. Best to ignore. No, we're just going to inform him. I don't want to judge it yet. I had the same dream, similar visitor, with a similar message.
Very curious. In all my readings on the effects of illithid parasites, I've never come across any accounts of correlating dreams between infected parties. Another unique quality of our predicament, perhaps. Are you inclined to take these visitors at their word?
I'm not sure. I think realistically, I'm not sure. I think that's the most honest answer. You can't really be sure at this point. I'm not sure. Such an apparition has its own motives, whatever it told us.
Nothing wrong with maintaining a healthy suspicion in such matters. Still, it might be wiser to keep an open mind on the matter. Our visitors' promises of aid might yet bear valuable fruit.
That's true. That's very true. Okay, thank you for your counsel, my darling. How about you, Starn? I also haven't acknowledged that this is one of the most beautiful campsites, like with just this dude here. That is gorgeous. It's very pretty. Hello. Who are you? Okay, that was not on purpose. I was going to say, who are you? Very pretty. Hello, Starn.
Just thought of something.
I had the strangest dream last night. There was a visitor promising me protection and all sorts of delicious powers from the parasites in our heads.
How curious.
Shared affliction. I suppose you had a similar dream.
I sure did. I don't know what staying silent would gain at this point, so I did.
Excellent. Now we can see what these tadpoles can do for us.
I am not particularly comfortable with that, but as I don't have to do what I tell them, I like to go the route of just telling each of these people what they want to hear from me. Not a piece of advice I would give you for real life, but as it really doesn't affect anything, I think he wants to hear that we should take every advantage we can get. Let's explore these powers and see where they take us. So why not tell him that?
Exactly. Waste not, want not. Even when it comes to mind flayer parasites. Now, was there anything else?
I don't think so. We talked last night. Now, Will, getting drunk in the morning, great.
I had a dream last night. A vivid one. And so did you, judging from the way my tadpole is tingling. Someone came to me and promised to protect me while claiming that the parasite could empower me. Tempting as these powers sound, we should recognize this dream for what it is, the tadpole's little trick. No good ever came from trusting honey-tongued strangers conjured up by illithid worms.
The thing is, I find these situations where each of them have a different opinion very interesting for their characters, because all of them are obviously very in character. It's the two guys that are super power hungry, which is Astarion and Gale. Both of them are kind of into the idea. They're kind of like, hey, this sounds like a good avenue. They're not thinking about whether it's morally good. They're thinking about whether it can get them anything. In that way, Astarion and Gale are very similar. And Astarion is just more direct. Gale is like, yeah, healthy suspicion, but we should be thinking about it because it's an avenue that you could explore, and he's a wizard and he's all about hypotheticals. But Astarion is like, yeah, we should take every piece of power we should get. And Will, even though, or maybe because he has the warlock deal, the pact. He's like, hey, maybe don't trust people that like want to get you into a contract. So this is very in character, even though it's kind of hypocritical in a way. I don't know what he wants to hear. I don't think he wants to hear this. I personally think we should have as little to do with these tadpoles as we can. But I don't know if we should hear out the stream figure. Maybe these powers could be useful. Let's say this.
I wouldn't advise it. Play with fire, and you get burned. That's always the way of it.
Very in character, obviously very close to his recent experiences. But, you know, they don't all have to be the same experience. Well, Shadowheart, you don't have to kneel for me.
Did you have any strange dreams of late? Vivid ones?
Well, yes, I think it's so interesting that each of them don't talk among themselves. I think it would actually be a funnier scene, or a better scene maybe even, if they, like in the morning, they just all were chatting when we woke up, like, oh my god, what the hell was that? But they don't talk, so that's fine. With her, why don't we try being super suspicious? Maybe.
Don't play coy. It happened to you as well, didn't it? It's all over your face.
Don't play coy, and she's herself.
I was hoping my imagination had gotten the better of me. But this must be something more. This dream companion wanted me to use the tadpole, use its power. Whoever it was claimed to be an ally, but I don't know. It seems like we can't escape this mess, in the waking world or otherwise.
It's a surprisingly neutral take from her. Oh, she doesn't even... Sure, she doesn't even want my opinion. I'm leaving. What the hell did she just do? She just jumped up with her little skirt. Okay. Now, let's ignore Volo on the side here, and let's talk to Karlak.
I had a wild dream last night. This beautiful entity came to me, promised to protect me.
Beautiful.
Told me the parasite in our heads could give us power.
I had a similar dream, a side effect of the tadpole.
Sounds like it. What did you make of it?
I kind of don't like any of these options because I don't think it's some kind of psionic trick, and I don't think it was just a dream, and I don't think we should be willing to try it. I think it was a real thing, but it's probably not a good idea to try it. But let's say this, if there's some kind of power to be unlocked from our affliction, I'm willing to try it.
Seems risky, if you ask me. Couldn't help getting stuck with the tadpole, but taking favors from it? Spooky.
Sure, she's right. She's right about that. So, let's acknowledge that and go to Lae'zel.
Glick. I had a dream. As we all did, I suspect.
Sure did.
Someone came to me and promised to protect me, while claiming that the parasite could empower me. The parasite has taken root, it would seem. Every word, every promise, it is geich deception.
Is it? I mean, I think she's right. We should ignore this dream figure at least some costs.
A wise choice. These parasites
Lovely.
are a threat to be destroyed, not an opportunity to be exploited.
Not a bad thought. Okay, then. And maybe as the last bit of this episode, if I'm thinking of how long I've been recording, we could talk to Volo, even though this conversation might be quite short.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
I mean, you did already say that, but has your research turned up anything that might help with this parasite problem? And a little up.
My My research turned up a rather brilliant technique that seems quite actionable. It's not too deep. Just behind the orbital socket. I could attempt an extraction. I've a needle in my tunic after all.
Ew. No. That is huge. That is not a needle. I'm not doing that. I'd rather get a second opinion.
You won't find a more learned opinion on this matter, I assure you.
No, thank you. He didn't even do anything to
You only have a
it.
matter of days to live. Don't dally, my friend.
The thing is, I can tell you what happens if he does try, because I don't want to do it in this playthrough, so I'm telling you. If he does take to our eye, we look so pretty, he will take out the eye, because it's a huge stick and not a needle. I mean, a needle probably wouldn't help, but he'll take out the eye and he'll replace it, in apology, with a fake eye that gives you the permanent condition, the permanent condition of always being able to see invisibility, which is extremely helpful, but it is visually there, like you can see that one eye is different, and I also don't want to experience that scene of him taking out our eye. I think it's really creepy and horrible, and we don't need to be able to see invisibility all the time. We'll be fine without it, so I don't need it. You guys can do it in your own playthroughs if you want. I think we're ready to just leave camp and get ready for the fight that we're probably going to do next episode. But we could decide if we want to go through here. There's a ladder. We could fight here, but I don't think that makes sense. I think we can walk around the side and get prepared for the fight. I think there's nothing we should do ahead of time, but let's get closer to it at least. I think it should be possible to not run into that scene in here. That is not where I want to go. I think it should be possible to not run into the next scene, I'm gonna say. Just to prepare. Let's place ourselves here. Next episode, we're gonna be dealing with this situation over here with Minthara. Stop screaming at me. With Minthara and Saza. We're gonna deal with that then. For now, I hope this was an okay episode. There wasn't that much we did, mostly conversation and some looting, but very important revelations. We met our beautiful dream visitor with the most gorgeous mustache, and that's an important figure that we will meet many more times. That was very interesting. Sorry for the goblins shouting in the back, and Karlak doing a little dancey dance. I hope that you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you next time. And I also hope that whatever you do next, it goes super well. And if that is sleeping, sleep well. Sweet dreams. And good night.